Good morning. Welcome back to Orange Tree News. I am Abby Moore.
And I'm Ava Spraza.
Today we're doing a special historical news event. Our top stories today are about Benjamin Franklin taking over the Pennsylvania Gazette, an interview with a special guest, and finally the verdict on the Zenger trial. Our first story is about America's first continuously published newspaper. The first issue was published on April 24th, 1704. The paper was called the Boston Newsletter. John Campbell was the first editor and publisher of the paper. The most popular story covered was about how Blackbeard the pirate was killed in hand-to-hand combat. And now to Ava with our second story.
On October 2nd, 1729, Benjamin Franklin and his partner Hugh Meredith seized the opportunity to purchase the Pennsylvania Gazette from Samuel Keimer. The Pennsylvania Gazette was one of the most prominent newspapers from 1728 to 1800. Franklin not only printed and edited the paper, but often contributed to it under aliases. Speaking of Benjamin Franklin, our next story covers his first editorial cartoon.
The cartoon shown on the screen depicts a snake cut into pieces with an abbreviation of the 13 colonies. According to our sources, the cartoon alluded to an old myth that a cut-up snake could be reconnected by piecing it back together before sunrise. The snake represents the colonies if they stay separated, defenseless and ineffective. It calls the American colonies to put aside their differences and unite to defeat the British tyranny.
And now we go to Sasha Watson for an exclusive interview with the ghost of Benjamin Franklin.
Thank you, Ava. I'm here with the ghost of Ben Franklin. My first question is, when did you start writing?
I started writing at a young age. My brother and I used to write and submit fake essays and got them published in the New England Current under the pen name Silence Do Good.
What was your first cartoon?
My first cartoon was entitled Zoid or Die, which was published in my newspaper, the Pennsylvania Gazette, in 1759.
What was its purpose?
Despite the idea in the colonies to question Britain and fight for our rights.
What made your newspaper different from the others?
Unlike other permanent newspapers in my time, we accepted articles and letters to be published. We cared about people's opinion, but most of my letters and essays were published by myself under different aliases.
What do you hope people will remember about you?
I hope people will remember the work I did and the reasoning behind it.
Back to you, Ava.
Thank you, Sasha. And now with our final story.
In 1733, John Peter Zenger was accused of libel for his publication of an article that harshly pointed out the actions of a corrupt royal governor. The article accused the governor of an assortment of crimes and labeled him as an idiot. This marked the first libel lawsuit in history. Less than 10 minutes into the trial, the jury convicted him not guilty. And that concludes our historical segment. Orange, you glad you watched the news today?